discuss, have you worked with any advanced charts which are not part of the Tableau? Because basically we have some charts will be there which should be part of the Tableau, like we have discussed all the 24 types of charts what we have actually in show me. But now we need to see what are the advanced charts will be there at Tableau level and which type of charts you have used will be there. In that, most probably we are going to get some name should be donut chart will be there, and we have some other chart which should be bump chart will be there, and we have one more chart which should be waterfall chart will be there, and we have one more chart which should be funnel chart will be there, funnel chart will be there, and we have some other chart should be Pareto chart will be there, and we have some vote cloud will be there, vote cloud will be there, cloud chart will be there, and basically they are going to ask in show me charts. Without using show me option, you need to build tree map. Without using show me option, we need to build tree map and bubble chart will be there. Bubble chart will be there. This type of charts we need to know how exactly we are going to build, what is the usage of these charts, and where we are going to use these charts will be there. These charts will be, we are going to see each and everything one how exactly we can build the charts will be there. Here if I am going for from basic onwards tree chart. In tree chart we can show some huge amount of data here by the help of tree chart. By the help of tree chart, we can show some huge amount of some more amount of data, more data at the visualization level. At the visualization level will be there level, and it should be each and everywhere. It's all the charts for comparison purpose only. It's also same. It will be showing the data in the form of bubbles, in the form of bubbles will be there. And basically these two charts are, we know basically these two charts which comes should be part of the types of charts will be there. And vote cloud is nothing but, as suppose, as per the dimension value, as per the, we are going to get the dimensions, we are going to get the dimension, we are going to get the dimensions, we are going to get the dimension like higher higher size or lower size, as per the lower size or higher size as per the sales values, sales, and as per the measure values will be. It is going to increase the font and it is going to decrease the font as per the measure value, or depends on the sales or profits will be there. Pareto chart nothing but it should be 80 to 20% analysis. 80 to 20% the analysis will be there, in which where we are getting the more sales, or where we are in which area where we are getting the high sales will be there, high sales, and where we are falling, where we are in good phase. Each and everything, by the help of each and everything we will get at the level of, we'll get at the level of Pareto chart will be there. Here, once we are going to funnel chart means it should be like extended of stacked bar chart. Funnel chart is nothing but extended of stacked bar chart. And then once we get the stacked bar chart, then we are going to are we are going to apply, the measure value, into size, apply the measure value into size. This is how it is going to work will be there. And waterfall chart. Waterfall chart means where exactly we are falling. It's if suppose we have some sales value will be there, where if we have some sales value comparison will be there. Comparison will be there. Where exactly we are falling below the previous value. Where exactly we are we are falling below the falling when compared to previous value will be when compared to previous value will be there. Likewise, we are going to make use of this should be there. And bump chart is nothing but it is going to give the differences between two dimension. It will show us the differences between two dimensions will show the differences between two dimensions, and it will two dimensions and it will gives us. And by making use of measure value by making use of measure value will be by making use of measure value will be there at this level. And do not chart is nothing but it should be extended up it should be extended of pie chart. And by the help of donut chart it should be clear. By the help of donut chart it should be more clear when compared to pie. It should be more clear when compared to pi. This is how we are going to make use of all the charts will be there. And once if we are going to see some practical, then we are going to understand how exactly each and every chart is going to work and what is the use of each and every chart, how it is going to make use of level in Tableau will be there. If you are going to see some practicals will be there at this level, if I'm going to open some Tableau, and if I'm going to open some data will be there. And here in this level, if I'm going to take, first of all, we will see some which charts would be part of Tableau, how to build without using Show Me. Suppose if I'm going to take something like subcategory will be there, I'm going to take into text. If I'm going to take any sales value into size, then automatically we are getting the tree map. If I'm going to take some same sales value into color, we are going to get some tree map will be there. That sales value into label you can get, and profits into label you can get. Because based on this map is we are going to call as tree map will be this type of map we are going to call as rename sheet as tree map will be there. This we are going to call as tree map will be there. Once if you are building the tree map, then we have something, it should be simple. Just we need to drag the dimension into something like title first of all. Then we need to drag something, say measure value into size and measure value into color. Then marks type as a it should be marked type as a square will be, then automatically it is going to be happen. This is how we are going to make use of tree map without using show me will be there. And same policy you can maintain for like bubble chat. Make use of tree here, and if I'm going to drag sales value into this level we are getting, but change the mark type as circle. Just change the mark type as circle, then automatically whatever the values we are getting at this level, it should be same how exactly we are going to get some bubble chart will be there. We don't need to make use of show me to create this chart. If I'm going to rename, it should be we are going to call bubble chart will be there. This is how we are going to build the bubble chart will be there. Once it has been completed, we have some word cloud will be there. Word cloud also if you maintaining same strategy. If I'm going to take, suppose just think that if I'm going to take some state into text, if I'm going to take some sales value into size, I'm going to get something. Then change the automatic to text. Then automatic this type of chart we're going to call as word cloud chart. Then drag state into color, and this is how it is going to happen. This type of chart we are going to call as word cloud chart. Depends on the sale measure value, it is going to increase the font size or decrease. Word cloud chart, this should be word cloud chart will be there. Once it has been completed word cloud, we have tree map will be there, bubble chart will be word cloud, and we have some chart which is known as funnel chart will be there. Funnel chart, we know how to build stacked bar. If I'm going to take some value at this level, if I'm going to take some region will be there into color, I'm going to get each and every region by some sales will be there. At this level, if I'm going to get, and if I'm going to drag some profit or sales into size, if I'm going to drag at this level, it automatically it is going to give some funnel chart will be there. This is how we are going to make use of some funnel chart. How exactly we are going to build some funnel chart will be there. If I'm going to drag region into label, and if I'm going to drag that sales value into sales or profit into label, and if I'm going to drag that profit into label, we can get funnel chart value. This is how we are going to make use of funnel chart will be there. And once it has been completed of funnel chart, we have some other charts will be there. Funnel chart will be there. Once it has been completed funnel chart, then we are going to create some chart which is known as donut chart will be there. If I'm going to create donut chart, first of all, if need to create some calculated field will be there. I'm going to create some calculated field with the name of donut. Here I am going to give the formula should be 0. Just I am going to assign as 0. Then click on OK. Click on OK. Then drag donut into rows. Then drag one more time donut into rows. Then right click on second measure and right click on second measure. Make as dual axis will be there. Then take first one and convert the mark type as pie chart. Convert the mark type as pie chart and drag whatever the sales or measure values into angle. Then take whatever the regions should be into color. Then go for size, increase the size will be there. If I'm going to increase the size of the visualization, then automatically it is going to give us some donut chart will. If I'm going to click on ABC, depends on that it is going to give some values will be there. This is how we are going to make use of donut chart. If I'm going to take any shift mode into this level, I'm going to get some donut charts will be there. This is how we are going to make use of some donut charts will be there, and how we are going to make use of all these things will be there. This how we are going to get all the values and how we can build the donut chart will be there. This is how we are going to make use of the donut chart and how we are going to get some value should be there at this level will be there. This is how we are going to build. Then once it has been completed, we have one more chart which is known as bump chart will be there. This should be donut chart will be there, and we have something bump chart will be there. Bump chart is nothing but it is going to give the comparison between the both two dimensions and one measure by comparing the measure will be there. First of all, we need to drag some. If I'm going to drag some order date into columns and right click on this and convert, it should be on month. Then make as fit with, make to fit with will be there. And once it has been completed, then drag whatever we have some region will be there, drag it into color. Once if I'm going to drag it into color, then create a calculated field. Just create one calculated field with the name of rank. Create a calculated field with the name of rank and give the formula should be just index. Just if you're going to assign the index, apply. Okay. Then drag that rank into rows, drag that rank into rows and right click on this. Here we are going to, it has giving the rank 1, 2, 3, 4 like this, and right click on this rank, compute using gopher region will be there, and here each and every region it is giving one pane will be there. It should be central, and it should be some other, it should be some other. Likewise, it is going to give some rank will be there. Once it has been completed, then apply some table calculation at this level. Edit table calculation and go for here advanced will be there, and go here take a month of order date into above this level. Take month of order date to up and make use of buy field. If I'm going to make use of buy field, depends on the profit or sales. If you are going to compare profit or sales, make use of descending order. Click on OK, click on apply, and click on OK. Here we are getting some chart will be there. This chart we are going to call as bump chart will be there. Here it is going to give some differences will be there. Depends on that rank, it is going to give. Like here we are getting some what rank of order date will be there, month of order date will be there. Here 43, likewise here each and everything we are getting, but rank should be here. Right click on this. If I'm going to compute using, I'm going to make use of compute using region will be there. And once it has been completed, then I'm going to make use of edit table calculation, and I'm going to make use of some advanced will be there. At this level I am going to take this level. Then if I'm going to make use of something like month of order date should be above the field, then by field it should be something. If I'm going to take profit or sales will be there, profit. If I'm going to take descending order, then okay. Here I'm going to give at the level should be deepest level, and restarting every month of order date will be there. And if I'm going to click on apply and click on OK, this type of chart should be bump chart will be there. If I'm going to take any profit values into label, I can get that profit values into this level. If I'm going to make this chart should be as a, if I'm going to right click on this, if I'm going to make as duplicate as cross tab, I'm going to get which month should be where ranking is going to give. Here in this level, the first rank is going to happen for west. For each and every region will be there. Then if I'm going to place all these things whatever we have, sixth and seventh sheets will be there. If I'm going to place at six, if I'm going to place the sheets which should be at seventh will be there. As per this, if I'm going to make whatever the region will be there, and region will be there, automatically it is going to fit. If I'm going to make it should be automatic, then it is going to fit the screen, but comparison purpose it should be fine. This type of chart we are going to call as bump chart will be there. If I'm going to right click on this, if I'm going to rename that sheet, I'm going to rename as a bump chart will be there. Bump chart will be there. Bump chart will be there. And this bump chart we are going to call as duplicate as cross tab of bump chart. Data of bump chart will be there. Data of bump chart, control Z. Data of bump chart will be there. Rename data for bump chart. Bump chart will be. This is how we are going to make is a bump chart, and data for bump chart will be. Once it has been completed, and we have something like a waterfall chart and Pareto chart will be there. If once if we are going to see waterfall chart and Pareto chart, how will,
Anil,
yes.
sorry to interrupt you. So, what is the difference between a bump chart and a line chart? So,